Hello and welcome to day 296, Becoming Peace, 10-minute meditation. The name of today's session is, And Jesus Wept. When I desperately want to know why something hard is happening, I remember Jesus had all the answers, and he still wept. Wept for our pains and the things we don't understand as humans. He made himself available to us through divine grace and empathy. Let's go deeper to understand just a little bit more. So prepare yourself by taking a comfortable seat, allowing your breath to slow down and letting go of the world. Take some deep breaths and close your eyes. Do you remember the Bible story of Martha, Mary, and Lazarus? Mary had sent for Jesus, telling him her brother Lazarus was very sick and dying. Jesus already knew this, and yet waiting days longer to make his way toward them. In John 31 through 34, we read, and it unveils the story of great compassion. Lazarus had just died. The Jews then which were with her in the house, and comforted her, when they saw Mary, that she rose up hastily and went out, followed her, saying, She goeth unto the grave to weep there. Then, when Mary was come where Jesus was, and saw him, she fell down at his feet, saying unto him, Lord, if thou hadst been here, my brother would not have died. When Jesus therefore saw her weeping, and the Jews also weeping, which came with her, he groaned in the spirit and was troubled, and said, Where have ye laid him? And they said unto him, Lord, come and see. And Jesus wept. Let's sit here for just a few moments. Jesus knew he would be raising Lazarus from the dead in just a few minutes. And yet, he chose to sit here and weep with his friends. The compassion, the empathy, the love. Can we learn a little extra something from this example and in this space? Let's continue reading in John 11. Verse 36. And then said the Jews, Behold, how Jesus loved Lazarus. And some of them said, Could not this man, which opened the eyes of the blind, have caused that even this man should not have died? Jesus, therefore, again groaning in himself, cometh to the grave. It was a cave, and a stone lay upon it. Jesus said, Take ye away the stone. Martha, the sister of him that was dead, saith unto him, Lord, by this time he stinketh, for he hath been dead 4 days. Jesus said unto her, Said I not unto thee that if thou wouldst believe, thou should see the glory of God? And do you remember the rest of the story? Jesus commanded Lazarus to rise from the dead, and so he did. This story teaches me what to do when someone is hurting. In that moment, he had not yet moved to fix the death of his friend, but he paused to walk with and be there for his friends. He didn't do anything but be there and mourn and groan in sorrow with them. He wept with them. The second lesson for me is that he did not jump to moving their hearts to hope either. He didn't skip over their sadness by trying to point their hearts to something else. He was the great listener, the great sitter, the amazing ability to hold space for tragedy. He is the great validator. What a lesson for us to take from his weeping. And Jesus wept, even though he knew a new dawn was moments away. I love knowing what to do by the example he set for us. Walk with those who are hurting. Don't attempt to take away their pain. Listen with your heart and mourn with them, weeping with them. Sometimes we don't even have to offer words. Just our presence is a blessing. Just weep with them. Oftentimes, when we are climbing steep hills of trial, God reaches out his hand and literally moves us from one step to the other. Nothing else needs to be said. He just shows up. He helps make it possible for us to keep walking. Here's some important questions to ponder today in your meditation. Who has shown up for you in this way when you have walked through difficult times? What did they do that was of great comfort? What do you need today from someone in your present trials? How can you show up for someone you know is suffering? I'm going to mind the time while you sit in the silence. Come back when you hear a soft bell. Let's come back, taking some deep breaths in and wiggling your fingers, toes, and your extremities. Peace comes when I learn compassion by remembering, and Jesus wept too. May you be comforted in your suffering perfectly by a God who knows your heart. May you bless the lives of others as you become His hands to wrap your arms around those you love in times of heartbreak. May you become peace through your actions. I'll be back tomorrow, and I hope you'll be joining me. Bye for now.